Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel where we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most productive way possible. Before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy, and I got this determined but almost like, it's going to be a long haul feeling. And then I started hearing a song because Spirit likes to sing for you. And it was The Long and Winding Road. So I'll have to look up the words because I really don't know it. But it's the long and winding road that leads me to your door. So I feel like there's something that you're starting out on, like you're launching out onto this long process of details that's going to take a while to complete. How long? I don't know. What's the door you're going to? I don't know. I bet you do. I bet you do. You guys took a long time trying to decide what you were going to do about something, if you were going to do something about something, which direction you were going to head in. And I think that maybe one of the things that was taking so long was that you were like, man, if I start going that way, it is a long road to get there. Do I really want to do this? Is it worth it? And I think you decided it was worth it. And now you're on the road. All right. Yes, you are. You've made the decision, but you're feeling better about having made the decision, I think. So here we go. First card I see is this, the Ten of Swords. You feel stabbed in the back. You feel under attack. You feel like everything is coming at you. And I think this has been part of the process of what you've been dealing with. And finally, I think you reached the conclusion that you want it out. And here we have the Star. Now, the Star card is the number 17. The number 16 in the tarot is the Tower. And so this looks like this is the aftermath of a earthquake in this picture. And so after the 16, where everything came tumbling down around you, you're reaching out for help, or help is reaching out to you. This is a card filled with hope. You've got the... Oh, that's not a dove. That is a crane. That is the crane of good luck. That is the crane of divine help coming in. And you have someone reaching out to help you. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of things. There's a lot to be done after an earthquake. It is going to be a long road. It really is. I can see that. But the process has started. Whatever came down had to come down. And now it's the process of rescuing yourself, rescuing your family, rescuing whatever it is you need to rescue from whatever situation it is. The moon's going to start out in your second house. In your first house of you. It's in Taurus on Sunday. And so here we have this hand reaching out for a hand, and we have this hand reaching out for a hand. And so I feel like there's an acceptance. There's an acceptance of a situation. Okay, this is where we're at. This is what, this is what has to be done. And I think there's also the acceptance of help. I don't think it's you offering the help. I think it's you either accepting the situation for what it is, or maybe even asking for help, or having hope. I think you have to rescue yourself. So I'm going to encourage you to be sure to ask for divine guidance and divine help. And if you ask for the help from Spirit, Spirit can send you help. They can't do it unless you ask. So ask for help. And if you ask for help, you can, it'll show up in places at times when you weren't expecting it. And look at this beautiful card you have. You have the apple. And it says, believe in your dreams. Remember Johnny Appleseed's like, I'm going to plant apples all the way across this whole country and set out with very little, just a bag full of apple seeds and his hopes. But look what he did, right? And so you know how to grow things from seed. You know how to start from nothing and build something. That's Taurus' superpower. And so believe in your dreams, and it's time to head out on that road and start the road to recovery. I feel like it's the road to recovery. And then on Monday, when the moon moves into Gemini, we have growth and self-love. And self-love, Taurus rules the second house. And the second house is about self-value, self-worth, self-esteem, self-love. And also finances and material goods. You're both. And I think this is a time, though, to be kind of focusing in on the self-love aspect, of taking care of yourself aspect, so that you can promote the kind of growth that you need by looking out for yourself and loving yourself and knowing that you are worthy. Taurus is all about worthiness, self-worthiness, believing in yourself. So we've got we've got Mars that just moved into Mercury. Mercury's direct, but it's not quite out of the shadow, and it's still hard for me. All right, let me try this one more time. Mars moved into Gemini on the 31st. And now we have the moon on Monday, moving into Gemini as well. So that is a lot of emotional energy in your in your second house of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. That's a lot of emotional energy, and that's why it's going to be really important that you remember to love yourself. I think your emotions are going to be a little bouncing around on Monday and Tuesday, which is probably why I was having trouble talking there. And so you're going to find that you really want to take care of yourself and position yourself in a way that you're not really exposing yourself. Because when Taurus is dealing with all that emotional energy, it can spill out in a very unfortunate manner with Mars there, right? You could totally lose your temper. So try to just focus on yourself and walk away from situations that aren't working for you on Monday and Tuesday. You have Winter, which is this wolf, and it says take care of your needs. So self-love, self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, financial security and stability, growth in these areas, but taking care of yourself. I think this is you reaching up for help. Or this could be you helping yourself. But I don't think this is a week for you to be worried about so much everybody around you as it is you going, okay, I have this long road ahead of me. I need to be prepared. There's things I need to do. I'm heading off on the journey, and I'm going to take care of what I need to take care of. On Wednesday, Jupiter is going retrograde, and it'll be retrograde until August 11th. It's in 24 degrees Sagittarius all the way back to 14 degrees Sagittarius, where it starts to move forward. And honestly, this is a period of introspection. What do you believe in? What's your philosophy on life? What's your spirituality? What do you truly believe in? And Taurus, you are the sign that really has that third eye situation where you can really access your third eye and your spirituality and your intuition. And there's growth in this area, and there's a chance for happiness and success. And there's also a chance for growth of romance and catching up with your soulmate. And so that's like over the next 5 months. But taking care of yourself first, nourishing yourself, preparing yourself. This is happening in your third house of communication. So make sure you're talking kindly to yourself. Don't say negative things about yourself to yourself. Honestly, that's the worst thing you could do. So positive self-talk. I think by accessing your intuition, you're going to be able to see. You're going to be able to see with this moon sitting there in that third house, the way forward. There is the path. And look, they still got to climb the ladder to get to the place where they're going. It's not going to be easy, and you're still in the process of assessing the damage getting that higher perspective, seeing what needs to be done. First thing you got to do is get up on your feet, out of, stand there in the rubble, looking around. Okay, what needs to be done? I need to meet my immediate needs. I need shelter, I need food. Those things are going to be like your first thoughts are going to be like your very basic necessities. Taking care of yourself, focusing on what you need right now to survive this tower, this earthquake that just happened in your life. So let's get you a little guidance on what you can do first. But I think the very first thing you should do is not say, oh my gosh, I got myself into this mess with this blah, blah, blah. No negative self-talk. Just say, okay, this is what the situation is. I know where I'm going. What's the first things I need to take care of to get there? You're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. So, make sure you ask for help, but help is there, and it's actually working. But if you ask for the help, it will be working a little faster. But heaven's trying, it's divine timing. It's putting things in place. It's getting things to where they need to be so everything falls in place. So you take care of you. You start moving yourself forward. You do the things you need to do. Saturday when the moon moves into Leo, and Leo is all about that. It's all about self and self-care and self-awareness and creativity, creative problem solving, and we have discernment. And what are you discerning? There's a lot of fears. Look at that. All those birds represent the different fears, the ones that are keeping you up at night. And if you look very closely, there is only one bird cage for all those birds. So the process of this discernment is what one or two fears are valid and which ones, and then I just need to let go of the rest. I need to let them go. They will take care of themselves. Somebody else will take care of them. Something will come along the way. What I need to focus on, one or two things, and stop worrying about the rest of them right now. Take care of your needs. Make sure you are getting your needs met, believing in your dreams, understanding that there is help out there. There's so much help out there. It's coming. And I know, Taurus, you tend to think that everybody relies on you. And you shoulder the burden. And you're the one that has to do everything. And if you don't do it, it's not going to get done. In a lot of ways, you're not wrong. You're not necessarily wrong. But in this case, I really want you to just think about, okay, I need to do for myself what I usually do for others. I shoulder the burden for others. I'm going to shoulder the burden for me. I'm the one they all run to. I need to take care of myself. Those are the kinds of things you're going to do. And look at this. You're going into the unknown. It is the long and winding road. You can't see what's around the corner. You can't see all the things that need to be done to clean up this rubble. You can't see everything right now, but you can see what's immediately in front of you. And what's immediately in front of you is you meeting your basic needs. Take care of yourself, right? It's you meeting your basic immediate needs. Focusing on yourself this week. Focusing on yourself and what you need to do. Believe in your dreams, where you're headed with it. Believe that there is divine timing at work. Believe that help will fall into place when you need it. There's synchronicity involved in this. But don't forget to ask for help, which is really not easy. So maybe you need to ask actual people in your life, but definitely be talking to Spirit. Definitely be talking to Spirit. And the help will just magically appear. And I know that unless you've actually experienced this happening, it's really hard to believe. But I can tell you for a fact that is what happens. So I see the red color. I'm not even sure what this says yet. But, attract success, Scarlet. But this is root chakra work. This is meeting your basic needs. This is the safety and security of roof over your head, shelter, clothing, water. That's that kind of, I feel safe and secure, and I know that where my next meal is coming from thing. And so it says attract success. So believing in your dreams. Also this red in these apples, right? Believing in your dreams. You don't necessarily know how you're going to get there right now, and that's okay. That's kind of the fun, right? The exploration of life. Not exactly knowing what's around the corner, just knowing that you're heading in that direction is a good thing. So, all right. Well, if you haven't already, if you're still with me, if you would hit the thumbs up button, I totally forgot to ask earlier. I do appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments for helping me grow my channel. I just felt like I had to jump in, and look, we're already at almost 16 minutes. So, okay. Well, Taurus, well, let's see. We're back here for the full moon. And that will be important for you. There's been this long process of letting go with this Libra full moon sandwich. And I think that 2 weeks from now, you're going to have a better, you're going to feel better about where you're standing. I think you'll be up out of the rubble, at least standing on top of it going, okay, I can see a little further here. I see my next steps. So, and I will see you for the weeklies, and you take care. You take care. Help is on its way. Just keep believing in your dreams. All right. Talk to you soon.